We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Go Fund, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Monday, December 14th, 2020. We're just about halfway through the last month of 2020. You could hear a pin drop. I know. What's going to be going on in 2021, I ask? Well, I tell you, I know what's not happening today, and that's the Petradox rock. See it? Yeah, it fell through. I don't know if I told you that it didn't go through. Well, it's not over till it's over, but I'll be telling you what happened if you don't already know. I don't know. Did I tell you? I don't think I told anybody, right? I don't know if I did. I think I just found out Friday. And then Saturday, I don't know if I mentioned it. And then I want to talk about pyramids, as you can see here. I want to talk about them. Well, that's a sphinx and part of the pyramid area. Yeah, this gentleman over here, that's John Williams. He's the guy who had the Petradox rock, or has it. That's who that is in that picture there. Man, I hope you had a good weekend. It has been busy over here. I cannot believe all the things that are going to be happening in the next few weeks for not only Goof On, but for third phase of Moon, third phase, and everybody involved with it. Dark Hour Paranormal, Doc Skinner, Apollo, Asteria. Go ahead. But Dr. J, don't want to forget Dr. J, and anybody else who chips in. There is so much that's going to be happening. You're going to be happy. Happening. Does the word happening? No, wait. Does the word happy come from happening? I wonder. Because they both start off with an HAPP. One goes the other way and the other one goes the other, but I don't know if they met in the middle somewhere. I keep checking the connection here because sometimes I will push it away from me and it'll snag on the keyboard and pull out and I don't know it. And then, I mean, that's what happens. That's not what happened. Yeah, tonight I'm not using OBS. I have the green screen up because I'm doing some other stuff for third phase, and I have to take the tape off, and then I got to retape it. Then I got to move it out of the way so it's a whole to do. And I'm so lazy. It literally takes probably 45 seconds to do it. And I don't like, the problem is getting it all set up again and have it perfectly. That takes 2 minutes. And I don't have 3 minutes in the day to do it. That's how lazy I'm getting. No, it's just, I forgot. Today I was getting the show ready and I hit StreamYard and I just uploaded it and I go, oh, no, I wanted to do OBS. Yeah, I like the way OBS looks. It's a little clearer. See, I'm looking at me now and it doesn't look anything like I expected it should look for a 1080p setup. Anyway, roll call. That was a good one. Hey, Sandra Heath. Whoa, that is a trip. I was just, and don't take this in the wrong way. I was just looking for you on Messenger for some reason. And there you are, the first person I say hi to. Welcome to the show. Kay Kaylee's in the house as well. Welcome, Kay Kaylee. 2 Ks are better than 1. Bob Gray. What's up, BG? Bob Gray, Bee Gees. What was one of their songs they say? Night fever, night fever. You don't have to show it. Andy Gibb and Barry Gibb. Andy Gibb died young. There's a Brian Huthmacher. What's up, Mr. Brian Huthmacher? Huthmacher? I'm getting like my dad. You got to say it 10 different ways so you can't get it wrong. John Sports Cards, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Yes, there is a drink. Matter of fact, I'll get it after roll call. DJ, so nice. You know what? What's up, Tina Mobley? Ley, how are you this evening? Dark Hour Paranormal. You see, you don't say Dark Hour Paranormal. You go Dark Hour Paranormal because there's a space. Welcome. Red Panda. There's my alternative, my doppelganger personality, I think. Pretty good on that one. Coral Ann in the TV say it. They ain't let you out yet, Coral Ann. Thomas Roberts in the house. Welcome, Coral. Thomas Roberts, how you doing? Say names like, oh, I missed it. Let me see what you want me to say. Say names like the auctioneer. Well, I'm not an auctioneer. I don't know if I can do that. I've never tried it. A little surprised I bought myself. It was half price. Ready? You're going to love it. You can't hate this. Oh, he's green. You can see through him. Baby Yoda, no. Look at Baby Yoda. That's the gift. He's got the gift. He can cloak. I had to get it. I know. I'm 52 and I'm still a kid. That's what's beautiful about this world. You can still be a kid as an adult. And a lot of people don't. because they don't care. Say, what do we got here? We already said a KK. We got a Stu Gerson in the house. Do I hear Stu Gerson once? Sold to the man with the DJ. Way to go, everybody. We're just going to get a Fast Hemi machinist in the house. Way to go, Fast Hemi. Fast Hemi's here. He's really going. He's really here. IR Film's in the house. He's in the house. He's in the house. He showed up. This is harder than I thought. Off-World Adam. Off-World Adam's in the house. We got an Off-World Adam here. It's got to be. We already said the IR Film. And we're going to keep on going. We got to keep on going. Who's next? Who's up next? We got somebody walking through the door. Who do we got? I can't see. It's going so fast. Everybody, we need a shot of gin or something. Bob Gray, did I already say hello? Well, hello anyway. Welcome to the show, everybody. And we got to keep going. We got to keep doing it this way. Before we can't go any further, we got to keep doing it this way. And we got Lori Oliphant just walked through the door. Off-World Adam walked through the back door. John Vitor. We got a John Vitor in the house. Anybody see pork chop? Pork chop's here. We got a pork chop and a pork chop going once. Pork chop going twice. Cornelius just walked through the door. We got a Cornelius to save the day. We got a Cornelius. Cornelius just walked through the side door. He's looking good, looking lean, looking mean. He's coming through. We got a, oh my gosh, it's coming up to an end, everybody. We got a Cornelius there going once. Cornelius going twice. So that ends the roll call. We didn't get any new people in there. That is hard. See, what go to red panda once. Going to get an Off-World Adam. Got an Off-World Adam. It's a beautiful, lovely Off-World Adam. Lisa Marie. We got a new Lisa Marie. She showed up. Didn't save the day. Lee Bodge sold to the man with the yellow. You got to get these words going. See, that takes practice. Those guys are cheating. They start at 5 years old. Those people. Funny thing, there was this lady. She's an auctioneer. She's awesome, and her story was. She said she could do it better than her husband. And he goes, you think you could do the better auctioning better than me and get more money? Be my guest. And she did it. And she hasn't stopped since. Yeah, I don't know where I got that from. Is that from Storage Wars? Remember that show? It's still going, I think. Welcome to the show, everybody. We try everything here. I think it's going to be a low-key evening. Why? What was I going to show? What was I going to talk to you about? Oh, I got to go get the Jaime. Let me get Jaime. He's in the freezer. Let me just grab him. You got to wait. Do I have something I can play for you? Remember that? Oh, I know what I could do for you. Look at, why are all these open? Get it there. I want to play something for, let me change this. You guys are great waiting for me. I got to put the right video up and I didn't do it. Change it. There we go. All right, publish. There we go. I just changed the homepage. That good all over technology. All right, what are we going to pick up over here? Oh, that's right. Let me pull something up. The strange mystery of the enigmalith. Enigmalith? Enigmalith. What is an enigmalith? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that's the Petradox rock. Yeah, that's not now. We're not going to do that right now. Well, why are you showing me that? You can move that over there. There you go. 5 most incredible recent discoveries and mysteries to blow your mind. Let's just do that. I'm going to go grab the drink. Is it on? Why don't I hear it?
The thought of there being alien life is an interesting concept.
See?
Although there's some that don't believe in alien
Amateur
life,
hour.
others are certain that with the vast amount of planets littering our universe, there's a very high chance that alien life can be found on some of them. This has caused some interesting conversations in recent times, with both scientists and researchers making some interesting points to back up their claims. Recently, an Oxford University instructor has made some interesting and bold claims. Dr. Young Hei Ji, a Korean lecturer from the Oxford Institute, has claimed that alien life may be on our planet right now, and even goes on to claim that they may be experimenting on human beings.
All right, hold on.
Theorists over the years have put forward different theories in regards to aliens, and one is that our world isn't ruled by humans,
no,
but rather aliens who have the final say on everything.
Say what?
Dr. Chi claims that alien abductions are very much real, and that they've been doing this for genetic manipulation purposes.
Yeah, of course.
He believes that these aliens are using humans to breed with, thus creating a super hybrid. This new
I have to ask you, has anybody seen this super hybrid yet? Who is it? Super chat. Chad Benson with the $10 super sticker. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. Yep, super chat's open. That's how Goofon lives. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Right out the first 15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. Grazie. Grazie. I have not seen the superhuman. Somebody show me a real one. One that could fly like a pelican. Fly, pelican. Oh, look at him go. Huh? Look at him go. Fly, pelican, fly. Oh, look at that pelican. There he go. Hey, Jaime. Yes. Well, why do you sound so down now? Because I'm short. Jaime, here. You can introduce the drink if they didn't already see it. Okay. So, I spent a lot of time in Mexico, Cuba, Hawaii, and I couldn't find the drink that Rich loves. I call home and I go to the store up the street. Nos. Hey, Rich, go ahead. Drink up and kill yourself, Efe. Thanks, Jaime. Hey, my pleasure. If you die, I get the yup. Yep. Ah, it's the most perfect sounding can opener on the planet. The Nos can. Man, that is cold. I put it in the freezer for you. Thank you. Mmm. Mmm. Holy mother of God, that tastes great. All right, everybody, let's go. I got my gear on now. We're going to play the video. We're going to watch the video. We're going to learn about the video. We're going to see what's in the video. Who cares? Let's play it.
Would be able to survive harsh conditions
and
would be the best of both aliens and humans. Taking a dark turn, the doctor then said that aliens are doing this without people's consent.
Oh, what a shame.
Research scientists claim that alien contact would most likely occur within the next century, if it hasn't already, and further explains that if we encountered an alien civilization, the meeting would be similar to that of Christopher Columbus first encountering Native Americans.
That is the way a human thinks. Don't you think that's awfully silly? I almost said Dr. Greer. Hey, everybody. Dr. Greer in the house. I'm sorry, Greer. I didn't mean it. I almost said your name. Whoa. We just got bamboozled by Greer. Did you see that? That was weird. Yeah, I know that's not Greer, but what is his name? I don't know. He says that it would be the same thing as Christopher Columbus walking up, getting off the boat, walking up to the indigenous and gush all over their happiness, you know? It's awful. All over their land. I'm not sure what happened back then. You know? Everybody says white man took the land. Well, maybe the Indians were just bad business people. I'm sorry. What do we call them now? The indigenous ones? What am I supposed to call them? What's his name? Steven Crowder? RoboCop? Missing a tooth. It's Richie from Boston. See, that's what happens when you're a funny guy. Yeah. When you're a real funny guy. What is his name? Stephen Hawking. Joshua Morphew wins the... he just wins. I don't know. I got nothing. Hey, Helen Berry. Welcome to the show. Anyone who watch only real UFOs on YouTube? Yes, I do. I do. But you know what I found out about only real UFOs on YouTube? They're not all real. What? Are you kidding me? That's why I don't play them here. It's fun. I tell you what, let's go there now. Let's take a peek. Maybe I'll prove my point. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just confusing it with another play. There's so many. What is it called? Only Real UFOs. Watch, it'll probably show up. Nope. Only you, 'cause you're a hearted fool. I name I could do a hair. I'll be knocking your hair. I only you. Oh, look at these. Fly Pelican. All right, let's take a look at UFO over Moss Bluff. This one looks pretty good. Now, let me open it up for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking of another place. So this is, I like this one, but nonetheless. Look how clean it is. Very nice looking. Why isn't it playing? What happened? Uh-oh, something's wrong. Are we still live? Why? Where's the sound? And you can see I got it. UFO sighting was filmed in Moss Bluff, Louisiana by Sean McCoy. Stabilized, zoomed in, sharpness added. So far, it's interesting. Let's get a little closer there. It looks like a balloon. Yeah, that's a balloon. Oh, you can see it wobbling. Yeah, see, this is why I'm right about this. It's not. That's a balloon. 100-fold. That's a balloon. I'm a balloon expert. And I'm not even saying that with a joking smile or anything. Swear to God, I am a balloon expert. It is. It's a balloon. Because you can see it wobbling. On my screen, I can see it easily. All right, let's go take a look. And that happens. So let's take a look at another one. We'll get to this one. I like the intro, though. I like that. I was looking out the plane window as I flew from Boston to Florida on September 6, 2019 at 7:27 p.m. As I looked out the window, I noticed a silver tic-tac-like object hovering, matching the flight of the plane. It was strange to me because it didn't look like anything else I'd seen out of a plane window, nor have I ever noticed an object to maintain parallel height and motion with a plane like this, while emitting no exhaust plume behind it. Other planes whiz by in the distance and are gone from view quickly. This was not like that. I took a series of 3 videos with my phone, an iPhone 6G Plus 210 728 from 7:32 p.m. I have since shown the videos to many friends and family who have all conceded it is a difficult object to explain after hearing more and more come out about a tic-tac like. Hey, I wasn't finished with the freaking story! La faccia dei brote buttare! All right, come on already with this. It's another plane. See, this is how, I've been in airplanes where I videotaped other airplanes. And this, I could even see the tail. It's another airplane. I promise. Yeah, I can see the there. You can see a little wing come out here on the big screen. It gives it away. I promise. It's interesting, but you want to know something real funny about that story? Let me show you real quick, because then you'll understand why. Watch. If I ever noticed an object to maintain parallel height and motion with a plane like this. Okay. You want to know why it emitted no chemtrails or nothing? It's the altitude. Secondly, it's far enough away and going the same speed. It's going the same speed as your airplane. What else could do that, I wonder? Jetpack? No. No. Balloon? No, not a balloon. Not a balloon. Another plane? Yes. It's another plane. Let's look at the next one. Could it be a tic tac? No. All right. Hey, Reese. Hi, Miss Shutoff. UFO or IFO? You decide. Please put under my comments. You motherfucker. What the fuck? How am I supposed to read this like this? If you're changing the titles right in front of me, I can't even finish it. Whoa, what do we got here? You know, you could have cut all that out for me. Now I'm sick.
Someone want to tell me what that is?
You realize I'm not saying anything, right? You realize that. This looks real. No. This right here. This looks real. I like this one, but I think it might be fake. I don't know. Oh my God, look at this. All right. I like this one. It's weird. It looks real. Hey, Anon. I'm just saying it because B. Baker. Oh, there he is. Or she. He. Anon person. Welcome to the show. Blue Chicken's here. B. Baker's in the house. Hello, B. Baker.
What is that?
Two B's are better than one.
What is that thing in the sky?
Okay. This guy is videotaping it from 3 different points, maybe more. From here, then he runs over and gets under a different place, and it's there.
The hell is that?
I believe it's there. Let's see. This is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen. Okay, it doesn't really bleed. It looks like it's there. I stopped it just right, I have to admit. You can see it go behind. That is very hard to fake. This might be real. What is it? Does anybody know what this is? That's a balloon with, it's got gas shooting out the ass, B. Baker. Watch, see? It's ejecting fuel.
Someone want to tell me what that is?
Oh, it's a balloon. I see. It's reflecting the sunlight. You got me. It doesn't look like a balloon though, bro. I see it. It looks like it's trying to maintain its altitude. Hold on, let's see. Oh, yeah. It's a balloon. I tried to get excited for once. Is it? Are you sure? I mean, it's got balloon qualities. See? Yeah, some weirdness going on. I know it looks good though for a balloon, I have to admit. You know what people are going to see this ejecting out of it. It is bizarre, man. I'm telling you. I know balloons, they look nothing like they do when you see them on video. You know, I can't stand seeing this guy's head. I got to change this. Hold on. I can't stand the head. I'm just going to change it to the pyramid. Yeah, every time I go there, I think somebody's looking at me. I can't. There we go. No, he's still on me. Let's get rid of that one. That is the green. So let's change greeny to tonight until we're done with the topic, and then we'll go normal. Save background. This was the original thumbnail, which I liked. Any day now. Any day now. There we go. It's a weird balloon. Anyway, that was fun. I'm glad we took a look for somebody recommended. So, you know, everything we've seen on this channel is fun to watch. Do I know for 100% on everything? No. But the first two, I could easily tell they were balloons. But what are you going to do, man? That's the life we're living in. And the excuse is, well, if it looks like a balloon, wobbles like this, or even has a string, you shouldn't post it. These did not, I didn't see any strings. I just saw the nipple where you blow it up, you know, and tie the string around the balloon knot. I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. Oh, it came out of my... All right, so what else we got here? No, we're not doing that. Carton arcs. I don't know what happened. I got turned off about them. I got turned off about the carton arcs. I don't know what happened. Not having, didn't have great vid. I just deleted you guys. So let me get back so I can see. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on StreamYard now. So let's talk about it. I'm really upset. The Petradox rock. So we were supposed to go out there today, Doc Skinner and I. And Friday, we got an email. I'm not going to tell you the email or anything. I mean, I didn't get it. The boys got it. The boys. So third phase of Moon gets this email, and it says basically, I am not feeling good about your boys coming out here. And not only that, he's real paranoid. And if you know the entire story, I think he has a right to be paranoid, if that's true. But I'm going to read an article here in a minute that was sent to me that came out today about the Petradox rock. Why today? Why did it come out today? Am I right about that? Don't you think that's a little weird? And I just got notice from Mike Colantonio, Long Island Bigfoot, that the Roswell diary to be released. That's we'll look at that right after this. And he also sent me something else I need to put up on. I forgot. Was I here yesterday? No, I didn't do a show yesterday. Yeah, he sent this to me Friday. I don't think I played it on the show. I think I got it after the show. I wasn't looking in Facebook all day, really. Let me pull up the article on the Petradox rock, and then I'm going to explain to you why Doc Skinner and I didn't make it, didn't go, a little more than what I already told you. I think I already told you. He's a little paranoid. The guy's been through a lot, and, you know, this story is weird because I thought it was 250,000 years old. What's curious to me is we were supposed to meet with him today. I'm supposed to be in Albuquerque or even driving home at this point or staying the night. We didn't get to talk about it because it was Friday, and Saturday is when I got this news. That's right. Or was it for whatever? It doesn't matter. Saturday, I think it was. But what are the odds that this article comes out the same day Doc and I were supposed to be there? How does that happen? No, I think that's weird. I didn't. And this guy's name who wrote this is Brent Swanser? Like, as in Blake and Brent Cousins, maybe? What is going on here? Is this trickery? Am I having a Mandela effect right now? Am I remembering something I'm forgetting? Frapsap. Have you seen the story? It's very frustrating. I'm frustrated with it. The strange mystery of the enigmalith. Enigmalith. But this is it. Well, you'll see more later. So, once in a while, a strange object will show up. It challenges everything we know about impossible fossils, strange devices lost in the midst of times, and other things, mysterious discoveries, yada, yada, yada. 1998, an electrical engineer, John J. Williams, was allegedly out hiking in the mountain. See, they say allegedly. Out hiking in the mountain wilderness somewhere in North America on an otherwise normal day. The location has never been explicitly named, but Williams has insisted that it was far from human settlements, industrial complexes, airports, factories, and electronic or nuclear plants. As he walked along, he noticed an oddly shaped rock jutting out of the ground. And after digging it out, he could see that it was ancient granite. And embedded within it was what appeared to be a modern 3-pin electrical plug, measuring about 8 millimeters in diameter. The pins of the device about 3 millimeters high. Curious, Williams tried to pull the plug out, but found to his astonishment that it seemed to be melded to the very rock itself, which seemed truly odd considering that the rock itself would have been absolutely ancient. Yeah, that's the guy. That's the person who was going after him. No, I'm kidding. According to Williams, the rock would be found to be composed of granite quartz and feldspar, estimated as being at least 100,000 years old. Still old, guys. Since we were coming out of the caves when? 30,000 years ago or so? He claims that he had the anomalous object within it examined by an engineer and geologist who could not discern what material it was made of, and found that the apparent electrical component seemed to show no evidence of having been soldered? Is that soldered? Soldered, welded or glued into place, and that it additionally demonstrated a weak magnetic attraction. I didn't know that. X-ray scans of the rock would supposedly show that the device extended to an opaque internal structure within the stone, and there was also found melted blobs of a metallic-like material around the periphery of the plug. Furthermore, it was purportedly deemed that whatever the plug was, it seemingly impossibly existed before the very formation of the rock itself. Williams would call the mysterious device the enigmalith, which is a combination of the words enigma and monolith, and so a rather strange mystery would emerge. How did this obviously artificial object get fused into strata that was tens of thousands of years old? That depends on a lot of who you ask. Who are you asking, Johnny? Well, Ed, I've got Rich Giordano here. Bob Lazar doing Johnny Carson. That's right, kids. I'm Bob Lazar. I'm doing Johnny Carson. As the story continues, according to Williams himself, this is obvious evidence for an advanced ancient civilization or alternatively aliens. However, others are not so sure. There are a lot of red flags about this discovery that have been brought up, not the least of which is that Williams has always refused to divulge exactly where he found it, claiming that this is to prevent people from trouncing about ruining a site where there could be other miraculous discoveries. Hey, if that's true, all right, 98? 22 years ago, tell us where the site is. All right? He says it's within a 20-mile circumference of where he lives. Albuquerque area, I think. Come on, man. You ain't saving anybody anything. There's no trouble in letting us know where that is, John. Come on, man. At least give us the coords, you know? Come on. Come on. Come on, guy. Come on. Email me, goofonradio@gmail.com. You can still email the Cousins Brothers Productions at gmail.com. You can trust me. Come on. Send it over. I'm waiting. All right. While I'm waiting for John's email about the coordinates, I'm going to continue. There is also the fact that it has never been formally studied as far as we know, despite his claims that it has been thoroughly examined by geologists and engineers. Who were these researchers and what are their credentials? He doesn't say. I could have sworn this was on a docu-show, like, Mysterious Stories, and then this was one segment of that show. I know I've seen this. I know I've seen it being looked at by somebody in a white coat. Who are these researchers and what are their credentials? Williams doesn't say. He does say that he is perfectly willing to let others study it, but he has a laundry list of unreasonable demands that need to be met before he allows this, such as that he be present at all times around the device, never leave his sight, reserving the right to abort the analysis whenever he sees fit. He did, didn't he? He put a kibosh on the research. We were going to be there today. How could this article come out the same day? That's got to be a coincidence beyond astronomical possibilities. He may have just squirmed his way out of it, TPOM. Third Phase of Moon was backing Doc and I to go out there and examine this thing, and he may have just squirmed his way out of it. He's a little bit worried that we may come to get it. You know what I mean? Steal it, knock him over the head. He's 75 years old. So, according to Third Phase, says, we told him we're going to take it to the University of Arizona to get studied. That's right. We were going to take it. Take it. I'm kidding. We weren't. He was going to have maybe a family member drive it down with us. I don't know. Something like that. Or they were going to put it in an armed vehicle. We were going to rent one of those, security trucks, have one of those guys drive it down. Look, I mean, we're willing to do whatever it takes to get this rock studied. Hey, Third Phase, if you're listening, can I tell them what happened with the rock? How in the state it's in now? I'll wait for your reply. He does say he's perfectly willing to let others study it. Damn it! I think this may be the last time I'm using StreamYard. This may be the last time. Every single time I use it, there's something wrong with it. Remember, okay, I can tell him thank you very much. Tell him everything. Holy smackadamians. I will. This is an unbelievable story. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm just giving you the preamble. Preamble. I love to use that word as often as I can. Anyway, so he had a right to abort any analysis at any time. This has put anyone off of studying it at all, which Williams has constantly lamented, saying, he says, I was hoping against hope that with all of this substantial coverage, a scientific exploration team would have emerged by now, or at least Hollywood and the major presses would have gotten involved, so that additional huge boost in publicity would have pressured the scientific community to also get involved, which I think I'll read on. Hopefully before the dig site becomes much more trampled on that it is already. I thought nobody knew where the dig site was. Does he mean just normal people, I guess, just walking around the area? I don't know where it is. I bet you it's off of a trail where people ride dirt bikes and forerunners, all that stuff. I have not been able to get a single New Mexico scientist or skeptic to even take a look at my rock. Apparently, they are all a bunch of PC-controlled chickens. So much for science credibility in New Mexico. There's the rock, guys. It's not that big. It's very small. Very small. Let me, if I can do this for you. COVID. Williams has even gone so far as to offer $100 cash to anyone who can prove that it is a fake, which seems to ignore the fact that the burden of proof lies with the one making the claims, not the other way around. Perhaps the biggest strike against this purported revolutionary discovery is that it seems that Williams is a major publicity hound and is definitely looking to make a buck off the finding. For one, he charges $19 on his site just for the privilege of having access to the full CD-ROM of over 150 photographs of the thing and detailed descriptions of it. And you can buy the rock itself on the site for the bargain basement fee of just $500,000. And bidding starts now. Here, we got a Petradox rock. We got a Petradox rock that's over 100,000 years old. It may be 200,000 years old. And we've got $50,000 for FrapSap. FrapSap's going in with the $50,000. But I have $60,000, $60,000, $75,000 going to wreaking havoc. Wreaking havoc with the Petradox rock. The Petradox rock is supposedly known to be over 100,000 years old. This could bring you wealth, fame, fortune, new technology. And we got $90,000 from Zach Monsu. And we're going to keep going. This is going to get huge. I can imagine we're going to get $100,000. I want to see $100,000. John Vitor, ha 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 ha. And it's going to get $120,000. It looks like Jack Daniels rock. Joe Monk with the winning prize. Could it be $100,000 going once? We're back down to $80,000. $80,000. Do I have $100,000? Do I hear $100,000 for the Petradox rock? The Petradox rock, one of the most famous, unknown, verified rocks on the planet. Could be over 100,000 years old. Could be 10 days old. We don't know. But you can have it for over $100,000. Go, I got 110,000 from Zach Monso. John Sports Cards. That ends it all. That ends it all. He's done it. $1 million. You can have the unknown, unverified Petradox rock. I will give you my account number and I'll get it over to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much. John Sports Cards just bought the Petradox rock for $1 million. We'll get that to you whenever. So I'm very happy you won it. If anybody should win it should be you. It has to go to a 3-named person. It just sounds more prestigious. Zach Monsu. Yeah, it's better than Joe Monk. Joe Monk bought it for now, if Joe Monk bought it for $200,000, maybe we'll split the rock. You got a couple $100,000? I don't know where I was going with that, but it was the first name I thought of. I was going to use my name, but my name actually isn't that bad. It's got a lot of syllables in it. But Joe Monk, 2 syllables. I got 2 syllables in one name. All right, here we go. So if you want to buy this thing, he's got the CD-ROM for free as full compensation for your efforts on my behalf. You must first justify it by proving to him that you are a member of the media or an author, and that you are doing a story that will subsequently include my rock and contain my website address. I'm getting angry reading this. This is all about money. How can anybody take it seriously? But we here at Third Phase, we're going to go out there and prove to the world that this is either real history. That's the risk we're taking. It's a beautiful thing. But he backed out of it. Look, the guy doesn't have a lot of offers. We offered everything he wanted, and he still chicken shitted out. John, send me the email with the coordinates, please. I'm still waiting. 2, this is the only way you're going to get to see the rock, kids. 2, that you are a bona fide scientist. You can't see the rock unless you're a bona fide scientist, engineer, or professional Fortean phenomena researcher or commentator. I'm a commentator. and that you are interested in evaluating my rock and or putting together and or becoming a part of scientific team to evaluate my rock and or to dig the site. Yeah. Here's number 3, that you wish to become a benefactor and will at this time irrevocably and without any qualifications or reservations pledge and obligate at least $1,000 to a nonprofit organization, trust, LLC, or corporation that I expect to later set up for the research and exploration relevant to my rock and related Fortean phenomena. Bullshit. Bullshit. Oh, I almost lost my uterus. Unbelievable. Now look, now this guy who's writing the story says there are also heavily plugged books, manuals you can buy on all of it. Indeed, much of Williams's online presence seems to be devoted to drumming up publicity for making money from his find, which definitely raises some eyebrows. He also just happens to have a site devoted to selling books on subjects such as mind control, computer hacking, electronic security, cheating your utility provider, among others. The main skeptical idea is that this is an obvious elaborate hoax and money-making scheme, and that this electrical engineer has managed to fit an electrical component into porous rock that he claims to be solid granite. We can't even be sure what kind of rock it is, since no one has really taken a good look at it besides the scientists he claims have seen it. Regardless, the enigmalith has become much discussed and debated on UFO and paranormal forums and websites, and it's continued to be thought of as potentially real. Whether the enigmalith, or whatever it is real or not, it is a very strange story indeed, and no matter what you think, it still continues to be discussed. Is it a genuine archaeological oddity or something else? Who knows? There's your little baby boy right there. It even looks like an egg, huh? See, I think the guy put it in there. That's what I think now. That's what I think now. This second I thought of that. Oh, wait, what's this? What is somebody saying something? B. Baker and I would love to see if you can. Remember, this thing was created if manufactured by John Williams over 20 years ago. The rock is 2 inches. The prong aspect is about the size of a racer head. Yeah, it's 2 millimeters. Yeah, 2 millimeters wide, 3 millimeters tall. It's small. Oh, that's to B. Baker. This thing was created. All right, what's going on in my chat room? Come on, everybody. No fake scientists. Please touch my rock. We had University of Arizona ready, still on the ready for whenever we need. Through some connections of third phase of moon, we got this set up and ready whenever we need. So when that day comes, we'll go there. Now, I'm going to read you the email. I didn't know if I could read the email, so let me pull it up. If third phase of moon is here, still, can I play your Spanish thing that you made for Jaime? Oh my God, here it is. I need a drink. This gets me a little bit on my edge. You know what I mean? I need a drink to calm me down. I want to play that Spanish stuff. It's the best. It really is. Got it, third phase. I didn't think so. Okay, I will. Got it. So I'm just going to paraphrase this email. It's long, so I'm just going to tell you. Basically, he's really paranoid. Okay, couple of reasons, and one of them's a valid one. That maybe they all are. I haven't walked in this gentleman's shoes. I don't know what he's experienced, but I always thought this thing was cool, but okay. But not knowing the science. See, I remember seeing this on something, and maybe I'm confusing it with many other shows, but I know my memory's not that bad for long-term stuff. I know I've seen this thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll look for it. But he says he's, got underlying medical conditions, being in his mid 70s, that if he gets in contact with anyone out in public, because we're not allowed to go to his home, he could catch the virus. So we don't want that. That's the first valid reason. All right. He also wanted to do it at a place that would have a lot of people around, so we don't knock him over the head and take it, basically. He's afraid. So, he's a little paranoid. He's had issues in the past. He got a phone call from somebody with an accent, maybe from another country, that offered him to buy it, test it, and he said no. And then I guess he got another call where it said, look, we're going to get the rock no matter what, and we'll kill you if we got to. Told him, that's what he said. Can you believe that? He said that people threatened to kill him if he didn't let them see it. So he got really, as you would imagine, paranoid, because people have been trying to get at this thing, make up, probably fake IDs that they're with the press, or, just trying to get this rock in their hands and steal it from them, which is silly. I think it's really silly, and I'll tell you why. Yes and no. Yes, it's silly. No, it's not. All right. Maybe it's not if you're in a paranoid state of mind. The reason it's bad for him, because somebody could take it, and if it's legit, they may be able to make weapons with it. Who knows what kind of technology is in the thing? Or they find out it's a fake, that it's nothing, that it's just a spark plug or something, So maybe he's worried for one of those two reasons. Well, let me see what he said here, because I'm trying to remember how he was going to, when he got the call that somebody was going to take him out. No. He was preparing a display for it in a transparent plastic bottle with holes in it, where you can clearly see, feel, and run basic electrical tests on the Petradox. This was critical to him, that he could secure the bottle to prevent the Petradox rock from falling onto the ground or being taken in a snatch and grab type of deal. And then I am lost here. It's very tiny on my screen. He recalled that when he was during the process of preparing it, that the pins that are sticking out have been slightly bent in an accident some years ago. He tried to straighten them out with needle nose pliers. And then, for being very small, thin pins, they were very stiff. And while doing it, it dislodged from the rock and it spilled out onto his workbench. Pulled it out of the rock. He said that consisted of small, sparkly shards, what looked like transparent glass, like metal, when viewed from an edge. What is it? It looks like something you would plug into the wall, like an outlet. I bet if you plug that rock into an outlet, a 3D animated map of a hidden society in the earth would show itself. Can you imagine if that's what it is? He said they were like iridescent, some small brown and yellowish bits that looked like some kind of plastic, some very fine wire pieces. He could barely see with the magnifier, he said. And a black ball about the size of a BB that looked like burned up organic material. Nothing smelled. He tried picking it up with pliers so he could look at it closer and save it, but it immediately disintegrated into powder. I've heard a story like this before with an implant. Anyway, he says, well, whatever it was, it implies that it was built into the rock and not inserted. The ceramic looking wafer with the 3 pins that you see, it was the only part he could save. He didn't see any cement or glue or anything in its socket. It looked very clean. There is little value for us to look at, he said. He said how the pins got bent. Over the years, he got a lot of calls and emails from people who wanted to check it out. Some were demanding, some were threatening. He allowed several people come to Albuquerque. Oh, wait, he says, out of all of these contexts, I allowed several people come here during pre-COVID and to examine it in public places. And only after first getting a lot of verifiables info about them, and they were respectable scientists. He says about 6 years ago, he got a call from a person with an Eastern European accent. He demanded to see it. He refused, and then he demanded to buy it, but never offered an amount. He said he would send someone to his home to pay him and take the rock. The guy said he had earlier examined a very similar specimen that was found near where he lives. He did not give him nor anyone else a hint to where he found it. Pretty weird. In the end, the guy implied that he would kill him if he didn't sell him the rock. So he took the rock up on a top of a sloped roof to hide it near the air conditioner. And that way it could not be retrieved without likely neighborhood witnesses, observing him. When on the roof, he tripped. The rock rolled off the roof, dropped onto the concrete driveway. When he retrieved it, the pins were bent slightly. He said, however, the part still appeared to be tightly embedded in the rock, but could have been internally weakened, which is how he pulled it out. I tried to paraphrase that the best I could. That was almost like I memorized it. All that's important information. Only because it either shows us one of two things. This is not real. And the guy's just trying to say it is, which to me would be ridiculous. I know how hard it would be for somebody to keep a lie going this long. Ask Bob Lazar. I heard that. You know what I mean? But then he's using verbiage that I have heard before. It disintegrated. It was like Mission Impossible, you know? Get it? No, nobody gets it now. I think what happened was 3 days before we were coming out, he just got the jitties. He's like, I got to tell these guys not to come out. I don't want to deal with this. And like I said, it's either it's not real or it is. I think it's real. I don't think this guy would waste time with the way they did with the Brent and Blake. Waste everybody's time. I mean, I even went out and bought thermal underwear for the 22-degree night and 45-degree daytime temperature. To me, that is Arctic. I am a lizard. So it's weird. Makes you think. My God, I've been talking that long about the Petradox. It's an interesting thing, though. The story's interesting. After this whole pandemic is over, we'll reach out to him again. Third phase of Moonwell. And we'll see if he's still interested. Do you think just to move on with this Petradox thing, I talked about it for this long. Here's the weird thing. The show's been on an hour. To me, it feels like 20 minutes. What did I talk about? I don't remember. How could I have talked for an hour? It feels like I've been talking for 10, 15 minutes. This happened the last show I did. I looked exactly at the same time, 6 minutes after, and said the same thing. Almost. It's just weird. Do you think the Galactic Federation had anything to do with spreading the knowledge of pyramid building all over the world? I wonder about that. Well, you know, if they've been watching us for a long time, I would think, because if they have access to our bodies, here's the funny thing. Here's why this guy's story doesn't roll with me. Okay? So you mean to tell me they've been watching us for a long time now? And it was only recently in the last, 50, 70 years that there was an agreement made with them? You mean there was no agreement before then? They were just haphazardly picking up humans and taking them? And, you know what I mean? Abducting them and bending our DNA to make us more perfect? I don't know. What would make a perfect human? There is no such thing. That's the perfect human. You see? That's the perfect human. I know. It's sad, third phase of Moon. They've been working on a story for 5 months, trying to organize it, they say. It's sad he did call it off. But we'll make it happen. We have to. We must. I had an auction? What did I miss? 60 minutes isn't that long. It is when you're talking continuously for 60 minutes. I know I was reading some things, but man alive. Anyway, I'm going to go back. And I was wondering about this because how long has the Galactic Federation been around that just recently, within the last 70 years, we had this agreement with them? I mean, we never had an agreement with them before, so they were just taking humans. See, that's rude. I think what they do, oh my God, I figured it out. I figured it out. What these Galactic Federales do, maybe this is true. I feel like I have, you see how the head of the Sphinx is above me? Every time I'm looking at close near the screen, it looks like I'm wearing it. Just to me, but What if they advance humans, right? They take our DNA and they, over generation after generation after generation, 100 generations, they see a change in us. Maybe it's quick, I don't know. But if we came from monkeys, yes, monkeys. We came from monkeys. Maybe they made us have hair, but the hair really wasn't very good for the human species. So they got rid of the hair. Or they made a mistake with the genome, the DNA, and they accidentally forgot to put hair all over our body. We liked it. Hey, Mikey. Maybe it was a cleaner look. Maybe we were able to procreate better without the hair. That would be weird because you're always accustomed to what you're born into. So if we were born looking like Bigfoot, we would think of hairy female Bigfoot would be hot. The bigger the better for me, man. Right? But if you go back, and look at time and time again, civilizations have been wiped out from existence. Is that because of the Galactic Federation? Do they see us advancing to the point that we can find out who they are? Or maybe we're getting close to the secret. We have technology that could find them. And I don't know if I would buy that. I would think that if they were able to do all this and have a huge civilization living out there where we can't see them every day, maybe behind the moon or behind the sun, but if they're watching over us, maybe when we get close to leaving the planet, or we discover how to time travel or something that can change everything, I think they wipe us out. I do. We supposedly, according to scientists, are at the tipping point. And I know some people out there don't believe this. And I don't know if I do. But it's written, so I'm going to say it. Some scientists believe that we have reached the point where there's so many people on the planet that the planet cannot sustain all the people that need to eat. There's not enough being replicated in the oceans now. We're at the point where we're taking too much and it can't replenish it. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I really don't. I'm not a marine biologist. But I read it several places that once we hit 9 billion people, we're almost there. That's the point of no return. And the weird thing is, I've always had a feeling that once we hit a certain level, either there'll be a war or a catastrophe that will wipe us out, and Mother Earth will reclaim what was lost. But pyramids and that knowledge, I don't know if it's lost or if it's being hidden or it hasn't been found. I don't know. You'd think that the knowledge on how to build the pyramids would be somewhere. Like, why wouldn't it be? Don't you think they would have depictions of that everywhere? Don't you think it would be everywhere? And maybe it is. Maybe it's written on the hieroglyphs or whatever those are. Show them lifting rocks. Don't they? It shows them like lifting and pulling rocks. Or is that our depiction of it? I think that's us. Well, let's do this. Brian Forrester worked with Third Phase of Moon, and Dark Hour Paranormal, Michael Rozier, and we just did an episode on Third Phase. You knew it was coming. Of course I'm going to talk about it. And we went over some of the things. This is just a 3-part series we're doing. This is part 1. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow. You'll see that tomorrow. And then we'll do part 3 for Thursday, maybe Friday. But I'm going to pull it up here. Hold on a second, because this to me is so impressive. It blows my mind. Like, how? How does it happen? How can they build these things? You know what I mean? And yep, there it is. How can they build it and we can't figure it out? I think we figured it out. I think we figured it out. I think they hid the technology and are telling us they haven't figured it out. We just can't replicate it. That's the problem. Maybe? I don't know. But here we go. This is from yesterday or day before. Yesterday? When was this? Yesterday? Let me see. Yeah, 23 hours ago this was live. All right, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
And the colossi of Memnon, which are all megalithic structures, we definitely see possible signs of plasma damage, as in plasma ejection from the sun, especially on the eastern surfaces of the stone. We see heat scorching.
I guess that's it, right? Heat scorching.
And this has been confirmed by our geologist, Susan Moore. At least 2,000 degrees Celsius seems to have hit these ancient megalithic structures. And we believe that these events happened approximately 12,000 years ago, which is about 7,000 years older than the dynastic people that we know of.
You know, when he's talking about this and he's speaking about a heat source, you know, leaving an imprint on the surrounding stone and so forth, I'm very curious. You know, my first thought is maybe a natural event has occurred at some point, and this is the remnants of it or the evidence that's still left behind. But as he gets a little bit further into the video and he talks a little bit more about this, I will express a few more ideas I have.
You know, it's very strange, guys. I mean, you look at this and people built these things. I know, but the site was the quartz where they grabbed this stuff was 1,000 miles away. We have a hard time doing this now. We can't. How did they do it? We would have to have many trucks pulling this shit, or the biggest trucks on the planet moving 10 miles an hour. I don't know. It's pretty amazing though. I want to get to these to this part here. Hold on. Or was it hit by I don't want to hear me.
Kings, and in fact the Valley of the Queens, is that they are so long. They are hundreds upon hundreds of feet long.
Man, look at that.
Carved into the
It's
limestone.
incredible.
There's no way that they could have been created using hand tools of any kind, because they're almost laser straight.
There's so many.
And again, it's the sheer volume of them. It's also believed that the tunnels of the Valley of the Queens and the Valley of the Kings interconnect. So that's
just insane. Seriously insane. It's so beautiful too. That's the original paint on there and everything. See, what scares me is all these people walking around. That creates heat and humidity for, you know, coming out of their mouths and stuff. That is, oh, I think what they do, they open it up a few times a year, and then they close it for the rest of the year. So I think they do that to let the air dry out. But still, it's got to be damaging it. They'll close it up forever once 100 billion people see it. It's a tourist attraction, man. It's beautiful, though. How did they do all this work and in precision? It's just beautiful. It's artwork like this right here. Well, I don't know what that is. I thought that was hieroglyphs and stuff. See what I mean?
There's some other esoteric principle behind it, Rich. What do you think?
Bronze Age culture. And again,
it's wild stuff. What do you think?
Well, I was going to ask you, so if he's observing that these hieroglyphs, petroglyphs are seemingly laser cut or not made by any sort of man-made tool that we know of today with the precision. What do you think made these, or what kind of technology do you
I don't know.
And one of the pyramids might relate to the left eye, and the right eye essentially symbolizing the right and left-brained interpretation of the world. And what initiates would have to do was go through these temples and a series of different practices and challenges that would overcome their fear. For example, not to get too off topic, but for example, when you have some of these chambers in the Great Pyramid or others that are around it, purportedly they were maybe filled with water. And what you would have to do is you'd stand on one end, and I'm sure you've heard this as well, Rich, knowing that there is a way out on the other side, but not knowing the exact dynamic, and it's full of crocodiles or alligators or some sort of predatory animal. And what you would have to do was condition your mind, and of course they'd only allow initiates to do this at a certain point they felt they were ready, where you're actually closing out that fear and going into it. And if you make it out the other side, you're getting that much closer to, again, the knowledge that they were teaching at that time. So with these tunnels being so long, the ones that we're walking through in this video seem to be more for display, or, something that will show people what's happened, or there's some story there on the wall, some sort of history. But essentially, some of these long tunnels that are more or less inaccessible to the public, it's been purported based on sacred geometry that the way that the spirals, the light and the dark spirals meet in some of these areas, that they are like focus points for being able to literally get punted out of your body and go into meditation. And there's a whole thing going on with the King's Chamber in that respect. So,
wow. Yeah, there's a story there for sure. I don't think Brian gets into it, but I'm sure they have people deciphering it. So next one here is they opened up the Osiris, I believe it's the Osiris shaft, to the public now. So we'll take a look at what they've uncovered here.
Great thing that's going on in Egypt now, as recently as the last couple of years, and is ongoing, is that rather than them closing ancient sites, which are enigmatic and mysterious, they're actually opening ones up that have never been open to the public before, and that's just fantastic. For example, on the Giza Plateau, there's a site called the Osiris Shaft, which was opened 2 years ago. It costs $2,400 to rent it for 2 hours, but it's worth it if you have a group. And it's absolutely amazing. It consists of 3 levels. First, you take a ladder down 30 to 40 feet. This is in the bedrock. And then you're in a large chamber, and then you walk forward and go down a ladder that takes you 100 feet into the bedrock. And inside that area at the bottom, there are 6 small chambers, including 2 large stone boxes weighing somewhere in the region of 40 tons apiece. They have cataclysmic damage, as if something exploded from the inside out. And inside, mysterious, massive damage. Again, as if the interior of the box exploded. Very strange. This isn't simply tomb robbers going in and trying to extract material from the interior. There's some kind of chemical process went in here, which is very weird.
Weird indeed. Are you kidding me? That is so bizarre. The shaft is great. I'm glad they opened that up a few years ago, now 3 years. But this sarcophagus, or what was it, a tomb, or what did they call it?
I think he called it a tomb.
Well, the burial thing, whatever, it was exploded from the inside to get. It sounds like somebody was put in there, or something was put in there with a timer on it or whatnot, and it just exploded. Unless whatever was put in there, maybe its soul or whatever it was, its energy, its vibration, could have taken off. It escaped. It went to the afterlife. No? Why not? Here's a question, and I didn't put this in yesterday, but this is actually very interesting. I left some things out, but I don't want to forget. This is a good part of this here. So this is from Blake.
The Joe Rogan show, and he stated something that surprised me. He said that the flying saucers, 9 of them, that was recovered and sent to Area 51 was from an archaeological dig. Do you think we could possibly find ancient alien civilization evidence within and underneath Egyptian soil itself?
Most experts estimate that about 15% of the megalithic works in Egypt have been open to the public. The Great Pyramids, of course, parts of the underground tunnel systems that we've been able to explore, but that leaves 85% still to be explored.
Hey, Corinth.
And what I'm talking about is not structures that are buried under the sand, but structures built underground, shafts and tunnel systems that may go from the Giza Plateau area
Look at that.
all the way to Karnak. And so what we're hoping is that over the course of time, the Egyptian government will open up some of these locations, such as the Osiris shaft I already mentioned, to the public. They will, of course, charge a fee for this, but this will allow us to see how massive and extensive the megalithic constructions in Egypt actually are. So it's very promising, and I'm very much looking forward to my yearly visits to Egypt.
Amazing. Nobody knows. That's the beauty of it all, you know. We're going to continue with 2 more episodes on this with 2 totally different videos. So keep your eye on that this week on Third Phase. It's a pretty interesting week. We got a lot of stuff for you. Not only those videos, but other things too as well. So I know it's all, you know, the content, it's really good. I like talking about it. We're allowed to use it without getting punched in the face by YouTube. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's stuff that I love talking about. I love Egypt, and I'm learning so much just by watching these and Brian Forrester talking about it. He's just so easy to understand, and he explains things in layman terms where you have no problem understanding it. So maybe you want to check out Brian Forrester's website, and he spells his name BrienFoerster. COVID. Anyway. Hold on a second. Okay. You get these notices from YouTube and your heart starts pounding. All right. So let's switch gears because we have UFOs to talk about. Okay. I don't know about this one. but I'm going to play it for you anyway. This comes from Disclose Screen the Grimreefar. Is that this? All right. All right. Actually, let me check this out. Let's take a look real quick. I'm only going to play it for a second because there's nothing more to it than what you're going to see. So here it is. The guy's name is Lorenzo Samfortis. That's it. Not much to it. That is it. Now, I was thinking this is a reflection from inside, you know? It's just weird. Something... Nice little zoom. See, I don't know. It's egg-shaped. There's something weird here. And I'm not quite sure. I honestly have never seen anything like it. Now we have 2 and 3. I don't know. It looks like here I see, look at this. Look, this may be fake. This has got some sort of weird triangle, a triangle box here, and then it's square down here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like this may have been placed in there, overlaid. I don't know, from another video. I'm going to say, yeah. Could be LED camera lights for sure. It could be that. But what is this? Do you see what I see? It's there. It's very distinct on my end. I know. You see, now it seems to be changing. It could be from the IR. You're right. I don't think so, though. We would see this in other videos. Interesting. I got another one to play for you. I don't know what it is. It's bizarre. But I got one more here. Whoops. Let's check this one out. Oh, well, I got 2 more left. I think I just played this one. Let me see if this is the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Let's delete it. So I have one more. Do I have 2? I do have another one. What is this? Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll play that in a little bit. It's something else from Egypt. Okay, let's check this out. This could be a picture of a highly secret RQ-180 aircraft surfaces here online. Oh, this is interesting. This comes from B. Baker. Oh, I'm glad I didn't forget this, B. Could this be? Look at that sucker. Ah, you guys are going to have a hard time seeing it. Let me see if I can save this photo and blow it up for you. Of course I can. Let me pull that up. There we go. Wow. No way. Dude, that is sick. Oh, man. It looks like a UFO. I'm telling you, man. B. Baker in the house. Good job, brother. Man. I don't know. Eesh. Doesn't that look like every UFO? I mean, look at how beautiful that is. You see, you know it's real, but yet I want to show you something. We still have the outline as if, see, like the other picture I saw, I said it was probably faked, but this one follows the entire craft. This is just pixelation, but the other one went out here, came back down. It was cut in a square with the triangle. This doesn't have that. This is contouring the craft. That's how you know it's really in the picture. Same with this. This is not energy coming off the craft. People say, oh, you can see the energy wave around that UFO. No, it's called pixelation. Anyway, this is beautiful. Nice job, B. Baker. On point with this. Good stuff. Yeah, it says a picture has surfaced showing a new aircraft generally matching Aerospace Daily's understanding of the shape of what is commonly known as the RQ-180 unmanned aircraft systems. Aerospace Daily understands the picture of the UAS was taken 2 to 3 weeks ago inside the military operating area around Edwards Air Force Base. The picture, taken in daylight, the unknown aircraft was flying above California City in a racetrack pattern at an estimated altitude of 20,000 feet. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It appears to be the shapes of many of the supposed features of the RQ-180, namely a large, yeah, we see a wing, Pretty awesome. Good stuff right there. We've got video. I've got some videos here. Why am I not playing them? Let me see. We did. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore. So let's get rid of that. That's me. That's Joe Biden.
Lying Joe.
We'll play that at the end of the show. And we'll play that in a bit. Let's get rid of that, and let's go back and get something else to talk about. This purplish thing, purple light in the sky over in the sky. This to me, I don't know if I know the answer to these, but I think I may have the answer to these. I'll show you here in a second. It's just a picture, I think. But we've seen these so much over the last couple of years, right? The yellow lights. Purple lights. Yeah, that's a nice, you know what I mean? You can see it's coming from the ground, I think. But here's what I think these lights are that people are seeing. And nobody's verifying it. Maybe I will. They're pot farms, right? Couldn't it just be pot farms? Okay, third phase. Couldn't it be? I'm on it. I don't know. I think it's pot farms. All right, I got something really, a Jaime Maussan project that's in the works right now with third phase of moon. And we're all going to reap the rewards of seeing all this stuff. Here it is. Let me pull it up. So I don't know if anybody, I didn't mention anything, but third phase of moon is apparently going to be in corroboration with Jaime Maussan now, which is huge. But this is something that may be part of it. And because of my Spanish linguistics, you may see some of this as well. Check this out. I love this. Love it. Hey, Rish, just in time, my friend. Jaime, check it out. They made this for you.
Hola, Jaime. Blake Cousins, third phase of moon.
Hey, I know these guys.
Jaime Maussan por inventarnos. Permítame compartir con ustedes el último video de un vez de third phase of moon.
Bob.
Extraño. Mira este extraño.
So weird.
Objeto blanco capturado a bordo a un avión comercial de camino a Tijuana.
Purple Haze 420, DJ in the house.
¿Qué es? Está flotando justo debajo de las nubes, ya que pude verlo pasar por debajo. Podría ser un organismo de otro planeta. Parece estar manteniendo el ritmo del avión a 300 a 400 gas por hora. ¿Podría ser esto un activo secreto de la fuerza especial? Un video increíble en plena luz del día. Cuando miramos esto de cerca, no se parece en nada a lo que he visto antes. La cámara de Tebre graba luces extrañas.
capturado en los Estados Unidos por Jennifer. ¿Podrá esto una fantasma? Ciertamente un enigma. Noté la luz cuando ve detrás del vehículo.
Simplemente magnífico.
¿Podrá ser esto un drone? O posiblemente un insecto o mosca de fuego.
La velocidad es increíble.
Orbes de ingenio, posiblemente de naturaleza. Sí, mueve como si estuviera bajo control inteligente.
Gracias, Jaime Maussan. Sigan mareando el cielo. Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby. That's me. Look at these guys. Fantastic. This fantastical. Hey, A for effort, man. I liked it. Hold on. Oh, let me play it twice the speed. Oh my God, this is going to be the best. Thank you. Who said that? Monkey Beaver? Twice the speed. Here we go. I think it would be 1.75, to be honest. Maybe 1.5. Let's do 1.5. No, you're right. It's double. Here we go. I think I was right. 1.5. Holy crap. This is perfect. Guys, this is how you do it.
Este es el último video de una vez de Third Phase Moon.
This is it.
Extraño.
That's it. It's
Mira,
1.5.
este extraño.
It's perfect.
Objeto blanco capturado a bordo a un avión comercial de camino a Tijuana.
I did it. Good job. Who did that?
¿Qué
Who
es?
said that?
Está flotando justo debajo de las nubes, ya
Monkey
que puede
Beaver, you
verlo
got it.
pasar por debajo. Podría ser un organismo de otro planeta.
Double the speed works.
Parece está manteniendo el ritmo del avión a 300 a 400 gas por hora.
1.5.
Podría ser esto un activo secreto de la fuerza especial.
This is great.
Un video increíble en plena luz del día. Cuando miramos esto de cerca, no se parece en nada a lo que he visto antes.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Watch.
La cámara de TV graba luces extrañas capturado en los Estados Unidos por Jennifer. ¿Podrá esto una fantasma?
I got to admit, that's great. This is unreal. Lightning in a bottle. Guys, you can do this. You can do it, and nobody would even know the better. This is amazing.
Ciertamente un enigma. Noté la luz cuando ve detrás del vehículo.
Simplemente magnífico.
¿Podrá ser esto un drone?
Yeah, un drone.
O posiblemente un insecto o mosca de fuego.
La velocidad es increíble.
Orbes de ingenio, posiblemente de naturaleza. Sí, mueve como si estuviera bajo control inteligente.
Gracias, Jaime Maussan. Sigan mareando el cielo. Hasta la vista.
Dude, I'm ecstatic. That is so amazing. You guys speak Spanish fluently overnight. Actually, they spoke Spanish for a while, guys. It's just not something they speak every day, so they're just getting back into the swing of things. But that was great at 1.5 speeds, 1.5 faster. Is that amazing or what? I don't know what's wrong with me that I need to I want to hear a piece of it one more time.
Mira, este extraño. Objeto blanco capturado a bordo a un avión comercial de camino a Tijuana.
Tijuana. You guys, man, this is great stuff. All right. I'm sold. They speak Spanish fluently now. Excuse me. Madonna mia, mi torreso, sono romaniano. Rish, hey, Jaime, Gutana Senado, Miconda Rojos. I know. That's what I hear when Jaime speaks. Ese madre candra santro campentoro sinto que ton lequeco Pontano Sincaro Rojas. Alejandro Rojas, el Puco de Sada et Fantasimo. Rish, hey Jaime, Bafangul. I was partaking while I was watching that, and I started laughing, and I couldn't stop coughing. Oh man, what a trip that was. That was great stuff. That made my day. That did. I needed to see that in 1.5. That was just remarkable. It's just remarkable. I can't speak. All right, one more. What do we got? What's left for tonight? So tonight we did talk about the possibilities of the Galactic Federation having to do with the knowledge they gave to whoever built the pyramids, because I don't think the Egyptians may have. They may have walked upon it and claimed they did it, and that's why there's no, oh my God, that's why there's no record of it. Because the people or beings that actually created those didn't leave it behind because that technology may be too dangerous. Maybe it backfired, and maybe they all got vaporized. And all the secrets went with them. Or they go planet to planet. Maybe they were here 100,000 years ago, right? And what if they had so many billions of their beings on this earth that they depleted the oceans like we're doing now? They depleted the rainforest, all that stuff. And meanwhile, they all died off or they had to leave because there's nothing left on the planet. And then over the last 100,000 years, maybe there was a regeneration of the earth. And, or, I mean, there's so many possibilities. We just don't know. I mean, the earth is 4 billion years old. The dinosaurs were here. What was it? 326 million years ago. Imagine 100 years, how long that is. Now imagine 100,000. Imagine 1,000,000. Holy crap, 1,000,000. Imagine 300 million. It's ridiculous. It's so long ago. Have you ever seen that show, After People? They show what happens to the planet after the last person on Earth is gone. What if we all just vaporized at once? The electricity would eventually die down. Nuclear power plants would explode because they can't cool off the nuclear stuff with water. All the stuff that keeps it flowing, keeping it cool, all that stuff breaks down over time. And then the earth starts to reclaim it all over. New York, Chicago, San Francisco, all over gets taken. All the seeds that, what's going to happen is the paint's going to start chipping. The weather is going to make this stuff deteriorate. Glass is going to crack. Birds are going to start nesting inside all the windows. And they carry seeds, storms, wind, all that stuff. It carries all the seeds of all the plants and everything everywhere. And trees will start growing inside of buildings. And over time, man, it will reclaim everything. And after 100,000 years, you won't even know we were here. Unless you dig down, and it's buried like we're finding Egyptian stuff buried under the sands, which it was never under the sand before. right? Right? Yeah. We're without anybody to maintain, clean up, maintenance on bridges. The bridges start falling apart. Tunnels will start to, falling in on themselves and fill up with water or earth. Everything we've ever known, unless it's underground. I don't know how it works, but since the surface is pretty slippery, depending on how far underground you are, I would wonder if plate tectonics will eventually move. I guess it does. It moves everything, even what's underground. And eventually it either comes up out of the ground or goes under the ground. I forget what it's called. But because of plate tectonics, weather, plate tectonics, every time there's a little shift, an earthquake happens. That shows you how long it takes. There's earthquakes pretty much every day, mind you. But I'm talking the big ones, anything over a 6, anything over a 7 or an 8. That's quite a big snapping of earth or crunching or whatever. What is it called? Subjectation, where they go under the earth. And then we have ice ages, right? We have meteors that will strike the ocean, meteors that will create extinction events. This planet is constantly changing, and we are way overdue for a huge earthquake at Yellowstone. We're right at that point. Every 625,000 years, like clockwork, Yellowstone erupts. Hey, what is this? Frap Sappuccino with the $5 super chat. Egyptian civilization remnant in the Grand Canyon. Rich and Doc investigate. Egyptian civilization remnant in the Grand Canyon. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't think you can get to those. Are you talking about the ones that are up in the cliffs that you have to scale down and get into, or by helicopter? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Ow. Subduction. Fast Hemi. Thank you. That's what it is. Subduction. And sublimation. There's a couple of different ones here. Oh, yeah. The magnetosphere. We've got to worry. And the pole shift. Right? Pole shifts? Look at all the stuff that's happening. And then you have the sun flares. Let's not forget about that. Mother Nature does rule everything. Happily. Hey, Cindy Lou. Cindy Lou, Cindy Lou, I don't know you. I love Yoo-hoo. It's one of the best chocolate drinks I think you can have. Especially at the end. You get a little bit of chocolate stuck on the bottom. Anyway, what? Jellystone. Jellystone. Yes, that is correct. Shatterhit, welcome to the show. That's almost over. Good. A lot of new people here tonight, man. I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do what I can. You know, a lot of different things we talk about here. A lot of different things. But it's always with the best intentions. At least it has been lately. To not have to... I tell you what, I feel a lot better not having to go after people, but it's been a little weird lately. It's like... I think there's a new team of vidiots out there somewhere, and I need to start looking again. Or not. Vidiots are people that say stupid things on YouTube. In ufology or the paranormal. We got a lot of that going on. I may have said some stupid things in the past, not that I remember, but I may have. And it's out there for all of us to visit, watch, and call out. I enjoy a good charlatan, just like my most famous, friendly one of all. I like Bracho. Do you guys know Bracho? Let me show you who Bracho is. And then I'm not going to talk about it because we're almost done, but I want to show you who Bracho is, all right? On YouTube, not Google search, Rich. We talked about Bracho and the brilliance. What a brilliant move. How this person made a life out of doing nothing. Here it is. I'm going to show you Bracho. Bracho. You remember his mother? Bracho, you're so smart. Why don't you go and do something with your life? Oh, no, not me, ma. No. Bracho, all you do is look at the people. Why don't you talk to them? Oh, no, I'm shy. Bracho, please, go and talk to them. All you do is stare at them. Nobody likes to be stared at. Oh, no, they do. Oh, they love it. Oh, and here he is.
He is a conduit, I think, for the divine energy. I mean, he is just a person, but he has given up his own life, maybe his things he would have otherwise done to help everyone else in the whole wide world.
So beautiful, I can
Ivica
cry.
and Braco always felt a mutual friendship.
The International UFO Congress. Yay! I didn't know that was in there. It figures.
Because it seems that Ivica knew from the very beginning that Braco would continue his work, which he simply called giving help.
You know what Braco stands for? Bullshit!
Can your pain and your problems disappear with a simple
Жители
stare?
региона проявили активный интерес к визиту хорватского целителя Братца.
Thousands of people from across the Northwest and beyond are converging upon Seattle today to bask in the
Sein Auftritt dauert nur ein paar Minuten, trotzdem nehmen viele Menschen teil.
For about 10 minutes, and he gazes over the crowd.
Bratzo, we're so happy to have you here, bringing such joy and healing, and we truly accept you here as an ambassador of peace.
That's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this evening. And I want to thank the super chatters and moderators. Thank you very much for your support. Absolutely, without doubt, the best in the biz. Seriously. Newcomers and veterans alike, thank you for coming back and joining in for the first time. We'll be back tomorrow. That's mañana. Hey! The 15th. Right here on Goof On. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. That's all there is to it. Third phase of moon might have something, so wait a few minutes, see later on. Don't forget to check all our friends, Dark Hour Paranormal. You know, they're all in the featured section below. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, back on Goof On. I love you. You know I do. Ma, I swear.